Hi, everyone, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 of the Daily Ram. I'm your host, Evan McCallis, and joining me today we have...
Hi guys, I'm your other host, Gianna Cambria, and we have a great episode in store today. As you all know, Valentine's Day is around the corner, so we hope that you enjoy all of the cute and quirky little segments that our team has come up with. Let's start things right up with our first segment, which happens to be how to be your own Valentine. This should be a good one.
Let's check it out.
Hey everyone, my name is Ashlyn and I'm one of the producers for the Daily Ram. So today we are going to be talking about how to be your own Valentine. So we are in the car right now because our first step to being our own Valentine is obviously getting some candy, so let's go. I am back from getting candy. We got Charlie's, which are my favorite candy of all time. And then we got this cute little chocolate. These are my favorite chocolates. And then a good time to show your friends that you are thankful for them is Valentine's Day. So I got a couple of these little cute chocolate boxes that I'm going to give to my friends. So let's head back. Okay everyone, we got our candy. I'm eating mine now. And another thing that you can do for Valentine's Day is do a little bit of self-care. So I'm not a big face mask fan, but I love these little nose strips, so I'm doing one of those right now. The last thing that there is to do is to watch a Valentine's Day movie. So you could do a more serious one if you're in the mood for that, like The Notebook or Titanic, or you can go for the rom-coms, which are my favorite. So my favorite is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And then I also really like the To All Those Boys I Loved Before movies. And it's perfect timing because there's actually a new one coming out just in time for Valentine's Day. So what I'm going to watch is the first one so that I can catch up. Hope you guys enjoyed How to Be Your Own Valentine, and I will see you guys next time.
Thank you so much, Ashlyn. That was a very relatable segment, and I loved it so much.
Great, so next up, National Pet Day is right around the corner, so check out how some of our friends at the Daily Ram are celebrating with their special friends.
And make sure you guys look for my dog, Blue. He's the cutest little thing ever, and he's in the video.
Hi everyone, my name's Leah, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite things in the world, animals, because February 20th is National Love Your Pet Day. So I figured that I would show you guys my pets and some other pets that are important in my life, just to celebrate them and really talk about how awesome they are. So without further ado, let's get into it. First pet that I have ever had is Beans. She's a 15-year-old Labradoodle, and we rescued her when she was 3 years old and I was 7 years old. And ever since then, she has been my best friend. We have been through everything together since first grade. She's an older dog, so now she really likes napping and eating, but when she was younger, she loved to run around and play with us. So she used to be really shy when we rescued her, but now she is super lovable and loves all people and is a wonderful pet to have. Next is my 5-year-old dog named Daisy, and we got Daisy when she was a puppy just a couple years ago. She's very high energy, kind of a wild dog, and is always looking to get into some trouble. But she really wouldn't hurt a fly. She especially likes to play running up and down the hallway if we throw a tennis ball for her. And even though she's a handful, she's a really lovable dog and I love her so much. I also have a 3-year-old cat named Basil. We rescued Basil just over 2 years ago. He was found in a barn and was brought to an animal shelter, and as soon as we met him, we just clicked and loved him so much. But I had never had a cat before, and I had always claimed that I was not a cat person, but Basil definitely changed my mind about that. He is kind of like a dog in a sense of He's always waiting for you to drop food. He's really like a lap animal, likes to hang out with people and isn't scared of people, which is really great. And he's super friendly, like he'll lay with you all day. And he also really gets along with my oldest dog, Beans. They love each other and like to snuggle all day. So those are the 3 pets that I have at home, but there are a lot of other pets in my life and within the Daily Ram crew that mean a lot to everyone. So here are some other pets that are in the lives of Daily Ram crew members and just also with my friends and other family members. Thank you all for watching. I am so happy to be celebrating National Love Your Pet Day, and I hope that you all go out and buy a gift for your pet this year. Bye, guys.
What a fun segment. I am always a sucker for a cute puppy.
Yeah, I loved every single one of the animals in that video, and I wish I could just see them all in person. Hopefully when COVID is gone, you guys can show me all of them. But let's get right into our next segment with Sydney, which happens to be top 5 Valentine's Day movie review. This is going to be a good one.
Hi guys, my name's Sydney. I'm a producer here on the Daily Ram, and today I'm breaking down my top Valentine's Day pick movies. My number 5 film, it came out in 2019. It's called Portrait of a Lady on Fire. It's directed by Celine Sciamma, and it features Adele Haenel and Naomi Merlant. So the plot synopsis for this is that this girl, Marianne, is sent to paint this woman who she's had so many people try to paint her. None of it's ever come out right, like she just never lets them finish. And so she's hired to paint her secretly, so she'll go on these walks with her, and she's meant to just have Heloise think she's walking with her. And then later on, she'll like add stuff to the painting. So one of my favorite scenes is the bonfire scene. It's literally just her dress catches on fire, and she kind of just looks down at it and then looks back up at Marianne, and it's just like a moment between them. My number 4 film, it's one that most people have probably seen. It's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, directed by Miguel Gondry, featuring Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. So the movie's about Clementine Kate Winslet has the procedure to erase the memory of her former boyfriend, Joel, Jim Carrey. And so when he discovers that she's gone to this big extreme just to forget their relationship, he decides to get the procedure too. So my favorite scenes in this is the baby Joel scene, because I just love Jim Carrey doing anything like that. So him acting like a kid for a few minutes, I'm all in. So some fun facts, this was nominated for 2 Oscars and 1 win for Best Original Screenplay. Another fun fact, Kate Winslet's hair was not actually dyed, it was a wig. And then Nicolas Cage was considered for the part of Joel, but he didn't get it. For my number 3, I have The Graduate, which I really hope you've seen this. It's been a while, so you've had time. It came out in 1967. It's directed by Mike Nichols, and it has Dustin Hoffman and Anne Bancroft. So the movie's about this guy named Ben, and he just gets out of college, and he comes back to live with his parents, and everyone just keeps asking him, like, what he's gonna do with his life. And he just kind of wants to breathe for a minute. And I'm actually gonna say one of my favorite scenes now, because it pertains to this, but it immediately starts off at this party his parents are having, and it's framed really tight, and everyone's just like crowding around him. They all keep asking him that same question. And so he meets Mrs. Robinson. She's just this like bored housewife, and they have an affair, but he falls in love with her daughter, Elaine. Some fun facts are it was nominated for 7 Oscars, and it won 1 Oscar for Best Directing, which is well deserved. And then the leg in the poster is not Anne Bancroft's, it's a model's, but whatever. It's still a good movie, it's iconic, and if you watch it, you'll definitely like it. For my number 2 movie, this one, it sort of is a more like cliche romance film, so if I were to do like Casablanca and like Titanic, this would definitely be in there. Where there's a romance film, I have to put this in. This is 1987's Moonstruck. It's directed by Norman Jewison, featuring Cher and Nicolas Cage. The last scene is one of my favorite scenes in like movies, period. They're at the opera, and he grabs her hand and kisses it, and she's crying, and it's just such a good scene. is nominated for 6 Oscars and won for 3 of them for Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, and Best Original Screenplay. So for my number 1, this movie, of all of them, is probably one of my favorite movies, like, of all time, period, and it just came out in 2017. It's Call Me By Your Name. It's directed by Luca Guadagnino. It features Timothée Chalamet and Armie Hammer. The synopsis is, it's the summer of 1983, and Elio, played by Timothée Chalamet, is spending the summer at his family's like Italian villa, and so he meets Oliver, a doctoral student who's working as an intern for Elio's father. It's adapted from Andre Ackerman's book of the same name, but the screenplay was written by James Ivory. It does a good job at hiding the relationship for so long and exploding it at the end, and that's what really keeps it interesting. So my favorite scenes is the scene at the statue of the Battle of Piave, World War I, and they're looking at the statue, and he tells Oliver something, and he says, because I thought you should know, and he just keeps repeating it as the statue's shown and the song starts playing. This movie is just perfect. Like, if there's any movie in the world I could watch on loop for the rest of my life, this is it. It got the longest standing ovation at the New York Film Festival in history for 10 minutes. If you're not gonna watch any other movie on this list, please give Call Me By Your Name a watch. It's amazing. So those have been my top picks for Valentine's Day movies. If you have any movies you recommend, or if there's any you agree with, disagree with, just leave it in the comments. I'm interested to see what movies you guys have been watching, because I need more to watch. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it.
Sydney, I loved every single one of those movies. Those were great choices.
All right, so next up, I had the honor of interviewing one of URI basketball's breakout players, freshman Catherine Cairns. Let's check it out. Thank you everyone for tuning in today to the Daily Ram. Today I got on my Rhode Island basketball jersey because I'm joined by a very special guest today. She is a guard for the URI women's basketball team. Please welcome Catherine Cairns. First off, you're from New York originally. So when you were learning about schools, what initially attracted you to URI's basketball program?
I'd say the Tammy Reese. Just love her personality and her character, so that's kind of what drew me here.
So what's it been like playing for Coach Reese?
It's fun. It's she has a lot of energy, so yeah, it's a lot of fun, and she's pushing us every day, telling us to stay positive through these hard times, as people would say. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So you just won the Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Week. So what's it like to be performing so highly in just your first year with the program?
It's nice. It's a great honor. And yeah, I mean, just give it to my teammates just for trusting me that I can make those open shots. And it was a great team run. We were on a win streak for a little bit there, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So speaking of you guys' recent winning streak, you guys did win 6 of your last 7 games against 8-10 opponents. Do you guys feel like you guys are surging at the right time?
Yeah, I think we kind of are knowing each other's strengths and knowing how to play with each other. So we're on a roll and trying to keep it going and bring it into the postseason.
So since this is your first year with the team, have you learned a lot from any of the team's veterans?
Yes, Manu, mostly. I love her hard work and her determination just to get better every day, and she's probably the one who spends the most time in the gym just working on anything she needs to get better at, and she's also the most hardworking in the classroom. So I really love her dedication to everything she does.
So you guys have a lot of very important games coming up towards the end of the season against some pretty tough Atlantic 10 opponents. How are you guys preparing for this last leg of the season?
Just trying to stay positive, and we don't really know our next move. Things could change every single day, so just trying to stay positive and take everything day by day and prepare as much as we can and as best as we can as each game comes and take it one at a time.
So we've been seeing a lot of recent rises in the role of women in national sports. For example, the recently 2 coaches from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers became the first 2 female coaches to win a Super Bowl. So how important is it to see women represented in sports at such a high level?
I think it's great, and it just brings more awareness and it brings more attention to us. And I think that's what all of us are trying to do, is just to get our names out there and just bring more attention to women's sports as a whole.
Great. And lastly, what do you hope to achieve with your time with the team?
We want to win the Atlantic 10 championship. So.
All right. Love to see that. All right. Special thanks to Catherine Cairns from the URI basketball team for joining me today. And thank you guys all for tuning into the Daily Ram.
Evan, that was a great interview. And I am going to say that I've been to a couple of the women's basketball games because I work there and I love watching her. She's hitting those threes from left and right. She's such a good player.
Yeah, she's easily one of the most electric players right there on the court. And hopefully this signifies a bright future for URI women's basketball.
Make sure you guys tune into our next episode, which is going to be episode 6 of the Daily Ram. You're not going to want to miss it.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.